Hey guys, Broheen here again with another mage video for you. We're going to take a look at 61 Warlock. I had a request to do a Warlock video, so I spent a little time a couple nights ago designing the spec, designing the macros of what I think works best. You guys might think differently. I am open to constructive criticism here and hopefully make the spec better, because truly I'm not 100% satisfied with how it works and the amount of DPS I do. There's definitely better DPS classes to use for mage. However, this is one of the higher ones. Just takes a little bit of getting used to. So looking at the spec, we're going to do Warlock. Fill Warlock 61 all the way. No need to go through that. Necromancer's at 15. Put 5 in Death's Ally, 3 in Flesh Rot, 2 in Fresh Graves, and 5 in Death's Influence. We're also going to grab Harbinger, and we're going to just use the Lightning Charge ability out of there for the buff. Going to answer a quick question. Every single one of my videos pretty much has 0 Harbinger in it, except the 61 Harbinger spec. I always get this question, why not use both of the Harbinger buffs? Because they don't stack. You put one on, and then you cast the other, it removes the first one, and if you read both of them carefully, Lightning Charge pretty much does just the second half of Lightning Blade. Personal preference on what you want to use, whether you want to see the Lightning Blade or see your own weapon, totally up to you, but you're only using one of them. So that explains how the souls work. I organized this a little bit, kind of recreated it for this class, so hopefully it's easier on you. We're going to have a couple macros here. These macros will be listed in the description, all 5 of them. So copy and paste them out of there if you could. We're going to start with Show Leach Life, Suppress Macrofailures, Cast Sacrifice Life Damage, Cast Life Leech. Your AoE is going to be Show Mortality, Suppress Macrofailures, Cast Mortality, Cast at GTAE Devouring Shadows. Your spam for filler pretty much is what this is for. It's just a spam for filler spells when you have nothing else to refresh. Show Neddra's Grasp, Suppress Macrofailures, Cast Neddra's Grasp, Cast Void Bolt. Your refresher for all of your dots is going to be Show Void Barrage, Suppress Macrofailures, Cast Conflux, Cast Void Barrage, Cast Persist, and your proc ability is going to be paired with Death's Door, because Death's Door is only going to happen after the enemy is below 50%. So you want to keep that on cooldown when they're below 50%, but it goes Show Death's Door, Suppress Macrofailures, Cast Death's Door, Cast Consuming Agony. My bar is set up a little weird because I use a Razer Naga, so it's all pattern based, but I'll try to explain it as best as possible. For simplicity's sake, moral of the story here is you want to get all of 5 of your dots up, which are going to be Leach Life, Necrosis, Dark Touch, Atrophy, and Defile. Once you get all 5 of those up, if you have enough charge for Empowered Darkness, use it. If you don't, go to your filler spell, which is Neddra's Grasp and Void Bolt. Once you have enough charge, I believe 75 charge is required for Empowered Darkness, pop that and hit your Void Barrage Conflux first, so you're going to tap your refresher macro once for Conflux, second for a Void Barrage. Be careful not to hit it a 3rd time right away, because you will cast Persist, then you have both of your refreshers on cooldown. That's no good. Up to you if you want to macro them together. I do for because I think it's more simple, but if you're very click happy with the mouse, you're going to want to keep them separate so you don't accidentally do that, because it does ruin the rotation. You'll end up having to start over. So with that being said, we're going to go into the rotation here. We obviously won't see Death's Door because a dummy can't lose health, but you will see Consuming Agony and Opportunity proc. Each one of these times you're either going to get a free Void Bolt with Opportunity, or you're going to be able to cast Consuming Agony as an instant, and that procs because of the Warlock armor. So put on your Warlock armor, Neddra's Might, and your Lightning Charge, target your dummy. Rotation looks like this. Sacrifice Life, Leech Life, Necrosis, Dark Touch, Atrophy, Defile, Empowered Darkness, Conflux, refresh right away. Now all of your dots have a 40% power increase. Once your empowered Empowered Darkness wears off, you're going to want to throw on Contaminate, refresh when the dots are about to fall off. So this is very time specific. You have to keep watching your debuffs up here. Make sure when they get down to about 5 seconds or so that you're going to refresh all of them. Rinse and repeat, guys. Keep your AoE macro up here in case you need to use AoE. Also keep Neddra's Essence up top just in case you got to use that damage reduction cooldown to stay alive in certain situations. But from looking at the DPS here, this is what I am not satisfied with. Not totally satisfied with the DPS it does. It's only 9,500. Not really convinced that it's the best spec out there. People call it the best spec out there, but I'm really not convinced at all that it is. I prefer Pyro a lot better, even though the rotation's not as friendly, but it's not for everybody. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you like it, click the like button. If you dislike it, please leave a comment, and we'll try to answer all of your questions as best as possible. Subscribe to the channel if you would as well, please. Lots of good things to come. Also doing those videos with 91 Extreme RT still. It's been really fun with him, so subscribe to his channel as well, youtube.com/91 Extreme RT. And that's all I got for you. Have a good night.